In a small town during the 1980s, there was a person who everyone knew by the nickname the Naive. At first glance, he seemed simple, friendly, always smiling, walking the streets with a light spirit and sweet words, talking to people and telling jokes, and always appearing as if he did not understand things deeply. But behind that smile, he hid a completely different behavior. The Naive was adept at exploiting the kindness of those around him. Whenever he got into trouble, whether financial or personal, he would resort to his neighbors and friends in his usual innocent manner, justifying his behavior by claiming that he did not understand the matter properly or that the circumstances were stronger than him. He did not hesitate to elicit their sympathy, whether with kind words or with his actions that suggested that he was in dire need of help. And he quickly got what he wanted. Whether it was a financial loan, an invitation to dinner, or even a request for physical assistance in his daily chores. Many times, he would enter into small business projects that quickly failed. He would justify his failures by saying that he did not understand the details, that his partners had betrayed him, or that the circumstances were not favorable. Every time he got into trouble, people sympathized with him. Sometimes they even felt guilty, as if this good person did not deserve all these failures and they should help him. Over time, his stories became repetitive, but his skill in manipulating the feelings of others did not diminish. Society considered him a perpetual victim, someone who had no luck or sufficient understanding of life, and everyone felt that he always needed help and compassion. Thus, he began to become addicted to this pattern of behavior. Whenever he found himself in a predicament, he would resort to the same old tactics, touching words, flimsy arguments justifying his mistakes, and sometimes light tears that touched people's hearts. One day, he got into a bigger problem than usual. He had borrowed a large sum of money from a local merchant, who promised to pay him back within 2 months. But, as usual, he failed to invest the money and wasted it on ill-considered projects. When the merchant came to ask him for the debt, he gave him the same old excuses, that he intended to pay, but he did not know that the project would fail, and that circumstances had betrayed him again. However, the merchant was not like the other people that the Naive used to deceive. The merchant was strict, and was not affected by kind words or innocent looks. Instead of forgiving, he decided to take the matter to another level, and to talk to the entire community about the Naive's continued deception. People began to talk about the situations in which they had been deceived, and how the Naive had exploited them with his false arguments.